What's going on, guys? Motonosity here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another first ride, and I am stoked because I was not planning on being able to ride one of these. I'm out here in Florida, Orlando, Florida to be specific, and this is Blockhead's 2021 Yamaha MT-09 SP. You guys know that I have an MT-09, aka FC-09. I have the 2014, which is the first year of the FC-09 MT-09, but this is the newest, latest, greatest naked 900 from Yamaha, and Blockhead has been so gracious to let me ride it. He picked this up. It is nearly bone stock. The only thing he's done is put on these aero mirrors and the comfort seat for this bike. Yamaha came out with the SP version of this bike for this year. It's got the whole new design. We got the new mono headlight here at the front, which I'm a big fan of. I know a lot of people don't really like it. I'm telling you, it looks a lot better in person than it does in pictures. I think it really matches this bike, but I'm really happy with what they've done with the design on this bike. I think it's pretty cool, and definitely kind of bumps up the swag factor on this thing. But obviously looks are always preference, but with the SP you're going to get some upgraded suspension on this thing. You got a special paint job with this aluminum kind of look, and the blue along with the brushed aluminum swing arm back here on the rear. But let's go ahead and get this thing started up for the first time. Turn it on. The screen is kind of small, but you do have a digital display. Obviously it's very quiet with the stock exhaust. Maybe I can convince Blockhead to put an SC project on here. But yeah, you're gonna get upgraded KYB forks. You're gonna get Öhlins suspension in the rear, as you guys can see there, the remote reservoir. And you're also gonna get cruise control on the SP, which is very, very nice. I did a recent trip on my MT-09. I drove it. I did a trip from Austin to Atlanta. It was about 13 hours of travel time according to Google. I ended up doing way more than that on the way and way less than that on the way back. It would have been really nice to have cruise control on that bike, but this one's got it. Now, if you want the SP, you're gonna be paying a little bit of a premium. This one is $10,999, I think, factory MSRP, whereas the base MT-09 for 2021 is $93.99, so about $1,600 extra for the SP version. Let me go ahead and close my windscreen so we can have some nice clean. Oh, dude, freaking peacock! What? That is a straight up gorgeous looking peacock. And if I'm not mistaken, the ones that look very pretty are males, because they have to, you know, impress the females. That's how it works in the animal kingdom. Whoa, no, not gonna fall over on a brand new bike. So like I said, I'm out here in Orlando, Florida. Woo, baby. I gotta say, okay, so like I said, I got the 2014 MT-09, and it is, it's a raw machine. Yamaha put that thing out and then was like, okay, we gotta clean things up a little bit. So they've refined this bike quite a bit over the last 7 years. Woo! It feels like a different bike. It really does. Like, just even the ergonomics. You also got a quick shifter on here, up and down, and down. Very nice. Very, very nice quick shifter, other than the fact that it just shifted me into neutral. So that was nice. It's always weird when you shift into neutral and then you put it into gear. It's like, oh, crunch. You're gonna have to excuse me. I obviously am not at home, and I am not familiar with the roads. That would be what I am riding on. I'm not familiar with the road, so I might get lost. That's okay. I'm also stuck behind a freaking Tahoe right now, which I just love. I love being stuck behind cars while I'm trying to get my full experience on a motorcycle. But yeah, they've refined these bikes quite a bit over the course of the 7 years that it's been out. They obviously made some changes during the first generation, and then they had a mid-cycle refresh, I think around 2017. They got rid of the Just solid headlight at the front. Let's go ahead and just do a little acceleration test. Right in. Oh, that front wheel wants to come up. But we're gonna take it easy now that. Woo! Quick shifter did not want to go. Test out that downshift. Very nice. Okay. Dude, Blockhead has set me up with some crazy fast bikes today. Dude, sometimes that quick shifter does not want to catch. Yeah, weird. I'm willing to bet that I am in a conservative speed mode right now, because it feels slower than mine right now. It's very smooth, incredibly smooth. That's one of the things that they've done a good job of refining on the MT-09s. I don't even see a mode button. I see BC down here, which I imagine would be via manual, TCS setting, vehicle setting, maintenance, unit, brightness, clock. BC setting, don't know what it means by BC. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, oh, mode is up here. Okay, mode. D mode, TCS mode. D mode, TCS. What? Very interesting. Nope, I don't want to have fuel, consumption, trip time, odometer. Okay, let's go down here. Press 1. Okay, press once. There we go. Okay, I'm very curious. Well, we gotta go. That's odd. I've never not been able to figure out modes on a bike. I do really like the mirrors that he's put on here. These aero mirrors are some of the best bar-in mirrors that you can get. I don't know, it looks like they've kind of switched things up with how they label things. TCS mode, which would be traction control system, but I'm not sure how to actually change. Hold up for a second, guys. Okay, all right. Demo TCS manual 1, 2. I assume M is manual. TCS mode. Let's do 1. Drive mode 1, 2, 3, 4. It was on 2. If we go 1, is that going to be like most aggressive or least aggressive? Usually lower number is more aggressive. Of course, now I'm stuck behind a semi. I'll see if it feels faster. I need to be on a little of a straight. Okay, that feels faster, I think. I think that is faster. It makes sense. It wouldn't default down to 3 or 4. That was 3rd gear, so I think yeah, okay. I think 1 is the faster mode. It's interesting that they've changed it, that it's no longer like A, B, C, or D. Let's just double check. Okay, now I'm in 4. Drive mode 4. Okay, that felt slow. Now I'm in 1. Okay, yeah. Alright, so lower number, as I suspected, is faster performance. It's a very easy bike to ride. The thing about my 2014, I mean, it's not that it's a hard bike to ride, but it feels like a much more raw machine. And some people might like that. It's a lot twitchier. This thing is obviously, you know, it's got way more computer systems than mine did. All right, let's go do some highway testing. Woo! It's a lighter feeling bike, but my bike does feel a lot faster. Granted, I do have mine flashed, so it's not a totally direct comparison, but I still feel like the SP, 7 years newer, with a bigger engine. It does have a bigger engine than the old outgoing MT-09. I think mine is like an 847 and this is an 890. Gotta remember that auto blipper. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh, oh yeah. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just that it feels so much more refined that it doesn't feel as fast as it actually is. Which is definitely possible. Like it could just be I still love how it feels. Like as just like a nice day-to-day bike. And I like how I'm talking about the SP as a day-to-day bike, but it definitely feels a lot better than my 2014, as expected. But in my head, I'm comparing it a lot to the Street Triple RS that I rode for motivation. And obviously that bike was heavily modified, like it was basically had all the mods done to it already. And this is bone stock, so there's a lot of improvements to be made, and just overall refining how this bike feels as your own. But I just remember on that RS, I was giddy. It was so much fun. I had a smile on my face almost the entire time I was on this bike, or on that bike. And this one is just not giving me that same feeling. Okay, I should probably test out this cruise control. Okay, cruise control on, cruise control set. All right, so there we go. Hands off, not changing speed. Very good. I do have a truck behind me that's probably like, what the heck are you doing? There we go. We'll set it at 71. So the cruise control is nice. Very, very nice. Any bike like this, you know what? Any bike would benefit from having cruise control, because it just makes long distance touring riding, even if you're not going to be doing touring riding. But if you just end up on the highway for a while, it's nice to have cruise control there. Just so you can stretch your hands out a little bit, do a little twisting. I don't know, that's always a plus to me. Ever since I bought my S1000 with cruise control on that bike, I've been a huge fan of it on any bike that'll give it to me. It does feel like it hesitates a little bit, and this is all stuff that is probably going to be taken care of with a flash, because it just feels like restrictions. It doesn't feel like the bike is not capable of powering through some of these areas where I feel like it's a little flat. But let's go ahead and just pull over real quick, take a look at the bike one more time. I do really, really like the bike. I think if I were to go for like a brand new naked, I would probably go for the Street Triple RS. But Yamaha has obviously made a very refined naked bike. I still have not ridden an MT-10, but you know, if this is the style bike that you want, I think it's definitely a really good option. I think a lot of the not necessarily gripes, but areas where I think this bike could be improved, I think that's all stuff that you could take care of with mods. And you guys know, if you're anything like me, we do a ton of stuff to our bike after we buy it, so that's not really too much of an issue. So make sure you guys go give Blockhead a sub. Appreciate him letting me ride this thing. I'm Motonosity. You guys have been awesome. This has been a ride on the 2021 Yamaha MT-09 SP. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Otherwise, you guys take care. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived. And I will see you guys in the next one.